Hey guys, it's Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and I just got to like 3 seconds before the end of the video and I movie crashed. So we're gonna try again. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna try again tomorrow. Did I say who I am? I think I did. TGIF? Yeah. So, what is going on? First things first, baby Seth was born. Baby Seth was born. Yes, the baby's name is Seth. He was born on the 4th of July, 9 pounds, 9 ounces, 22 inches long. Yeah, my sister gave birth to a 6-month-old. He's huge. He's adorable. He's not at all squishy. Maybe I'll put in a picture here for you to see. I have gone through my entire studio and, ooh, itchy, and gotten rid of everything that I'm not in love with. It went to loving homes, don't worry. And now I'm realizing I still have a lot. A lot. But, I feel good about what I have now. It's not all like shoved into the shelves, so it'll fit. And there's actually 3 empty cubbies. Oh, what else? Kristen's trip did not go as planned. My father-in-law ended up getting sick, and they drove up 14 hours to Nova Scotia. Yes, they went to Nova Scotia. They were going to tour Oak Island, which there's a television show on the History Channel about Oak Island called The Curse of Oak Island. It's a treasure hunting type show. There's these 2 brothers, the Laginas, who are searching for treasure that is allegedly hidden somewhere on the island. So they stayed in the hotel, turned around the next day, and drove 14 hours home. And then my father-in-law ended up in the hospital. He's okay now. He has something called anaplasmosis, which is a tick-borne disease quite similar to Lyme disease in the way it appears in the body. However, my father-in-law, because of some other medical conditions, is immunosuppressed from one of his medications, and anaplasmosis attacks your immune system, so it was like the double whammy. Spent a few nights in the luxury accommodations of the hotel, and came home Thursday, Wednesday. It's all kind of been a blur, but he's doing better now. I'd feel better if he stopped, rested, but he doesn't do that, so what are you gonna do? It was supposed to be 2 nights alone, and it turned into almost a week alone. It was kind of stressful. Oh gosh, because Max also got sick in the midst of that, and I had to take him to the vet alone. So the 2 things I was worried about, her going away, someone getting sick or hurt, and one of the dogs getting sick or hurt, both happened. Oh my gosh, my legs are asleep because this is the second time recording. But I'm trying to go faster because I'm afraid it's going to happen again. So, you came here to see the knitting. Let's see what I've been working on. The first thing I finished were the cobblestone socks. I do have 2. It's knit out of a sock blank from a local yarn store. And I like how they came out. I have one other sock blank. I don't know if I'll be partaking with any others. This is how much I had left. There's nothing wrong with the sock blank, but I had some tension issues knitting the ramen noodles. But these are for Kristen, and she really likes them. I do like the finished results. I think they're really pretty. And this is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry by the Knitting Expat, I believe. And I'm going to knit them again. The next thing I finished is out of some Into the World, having a laid-back knit along with some people being Terry and Jen, with Into the World that we purchased last year at Rhinebeck, trying to knit up some of the Rhinebeck yarn. I'm going to be knitting more Into the World. These are called the zigzagular socks. They're a free pattern on Ravelry. And I actually knit these in 3 days. Stress knitting. I started them Friday and I finished them Sunday. And I really love them. I love the little cable. And they're on the outside of the foot. Different for each foot. There's a definite left and a definite right. And the third finished object I have is another pair of socks with some Rhinebeck yarn. Rhinebeck 2015. It's a Regia Arnie and Carlos Design Line 2 in the color Iris. And I knit these in 2 days, but these are just plain stockinette. So I really like them. I did not use the other end of the ball to knit the heel because I liked the way it was striping, and I still got them very matchy-matchy. The only other thing I have finished is some burp cloths for my sister. I made some for Sadie, and she said that they're the perfect size. The ones that you buy in the store are too small. So I made 5 in this print, backed in blue, and 6 in this print, also backed in blue. I thought it looked like the New England Patriots. Got a stray string. So those will be going out to her with the Seth hat and the purple dress I showed last time. And that is all my finished objects. What am I working on? My 2 sweaters, the Charleston tee and the White Pines, I didn't get any progress on. The Charleston tee is kind of hibernating, and the White Pines, I was really afraid that with everything that was going on, I was going to mess up the cabling, so I put that aside for a while. I did cast on another pair of socks after seeing a picture from Jen. Jen Likes Yarn. It's called the Kickin' the Pants socks, and as soon as I saw it, I knew what yarn I was going to use. I've had this yarn for 2, possibly 3 years, I'm not sure. Trailing Clouds, Mind the Gap, and BFL. It's a BFL nylon blend, and it is gorgeous. I'm also, it's better on this side, knitting it for the Outside Your Comfort Zone knit along. So here is the first sock. It's a 12 stripe repeat, which is really nice. So I did use the other end of the ball for the heel, so my heels won't match. But the part of the Outside Your Comfort Zone along is that I am knitting them on the 9-inch circulars, which, let me tell you, I feel like a giant knitting with toothpicks or Godzilla, but I'm doing pretty well. And the reason I opted for those is that you slip some stitches. This is a free pattern on Ravelry, and I slip more evenly when I don't have to magic loop. So, well, I don't slip, I carry my yarn more evenly. So, whip number 1. Well, 3 if you count the sweaters. The other thing I'm working on is a shop sample for my yarn shop. It is a sweater. It's a free pattern. It's called Zip Neck Saddle Shoulder for Boy. It's from Peyton's. Not the best picture because I don't have great ink in my printer, and I'm knitting it out of Cascade 220 Superwash in the Walnut Heather color. Yep. And I started this on Friday, and so far I have knit the back. I need to block it because it's rolling before I can seam it together. So let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to seaming this puppy. And last night I finished the front, and this morning I started the sleeves, which I am knitting 2 at a time just to make sure that they go, well, I want them to go faster, and they're exactly the same. So that, I'm hoping to have this blocking by Wednesday so I can seam it together on Thursday, because I will need to block it before I seam it. And hopefully I'll have that to show you before I turn that in. And that is all my whips. So what do I have next? Next, I want to knit more socks and more Into the World. And I want to cast on the Angry Sheep sweater. I have it all caked up, and I got my needles, so that's coming soon. The yarn haul, the yarn crawl was last week, and I intended to go to a few shops, but with the medical emergency, that was not possible. So I did go to my LYS and pick up 3 sets of needles. I needed the 3s for my sweater, and I don't have a 4 and 5 fixed, so I wanted those. So I got those, and then oh my legs are asleep. At Northern Nights Yarn, I picked up some Arnie and Carlos Design Line 3. Pretty colors. I don't know what this is. I didn't look it up, but I love it. 3 or 4? Might be 4. I think it's 3. And then I have been looking for this for Sadie. It's the Top This hat from DMC with the puppy on it. So I got that for her, and then I got the monkey to make for Seth. I think these are kind of odd, but I do think the kids will like them. I mean, Seth won't really care because he's a baby, and he likes to eat, poop, and sleep, so. What else have I gotten? Not on the yarn haul. I got a skein of Opal Harry Potter in the color Dumbledore. This is actually sport weight. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It is 420 meters, which is long. I don't want to knit socks with it, but I don't want to waste it. Oh god, it's so pretty. I'm obsessed with the Opal Harry Potters and getting my hands on all of them. If you ever come across one and you don't want it, tell me where it is. And the only other thing I purchased was a book, Knitlandia, from Clara Parks. I was purchasing some polyfill, and I needed to get up to free shipping on Amazon, so I got that to read. And a little update on Stash Dash. To date, I have knit 10,145 meters out of my 15,000, and there are still 34 days, so I don't think I'm going to have any trouble reaching the 15,000. I was hoping for 20,000, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I had made a goal to knit the emoji, which I did, the Zilver, which I did, White Pines, which I'm still working on, Charleston Tea, which I probably will not finish, 4 pairs of socks, and I'm at 5. Afghans, so far I've made 4 Afghans. Shawls, I haven't done any. 4 hats, I've done 3, and 4 toys, and I've done 3. So, doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy. It's been fun. It's been really fun. I don't typically weigh my projects and know exactly how much yarn I use, so it's been fun. I think that's all I have. I'm not going to tempt fate and keep talking because I don't want iPhoto to quit on me again. That's never happened to me before. So, I hope you are all doing well, and I hope you are all doing well, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.